Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. And in today's episode, I'll be talking about the hate that y'all seen this morning that I was getting across my videos yesterday morning, and then to explain to you guys what's been going on for the past 4 years, because some of you guys are new to my channel and you might not know of this situation and might not know what's going on. So here I am explaining it best way I can. And yeah, to I guess like let you guys understand it a little bit better. And first things first, I have no reason to lie or to make myself feel like I'm like in the right in this situation. Like if you guys want to say that I'm in the wrong for what I did or for how I handled things, you could do that. If you want to take their the hater sides, you could do that. I'm not gonna care. You know, I came here to entertain people. I ain't really come here to hate and beef and start drama and all that stuff. I just came here to, you know, whatever is going to entertain the crowd. I'm like, that's all that I care about. But I'm not going to entertain a crowd by, like, you know, beefing and starting drama and things. I'm not that type of person. I'm like, I got a comedy side to me. If we can, like, have fun with it, like, if we're actually friends and, you know, we're just doing, like, fake drama, like, it's clearly fake, but, you know, we're having fun, you know, when we're doing it and things, then, yeah, I'm down for that. But if it's, like, actual legitimate hatred, I'm like, nah, I'm not cut out for that. I'm not a hateful person, so I you know, I'm not gonna be, you know, doing that left and right. But anyways, and I know people are gonna be like, okay, well, what was going on with you for the past like 4 years? Like, you know, you mean to tell me this whole time you didn't hate any of the people that was making videos on you? No, I don't. I don't hate them. I have no reason to hate them. I don't really know these guys. The only thing that I know of them is that they don't like my videos. So yeah, that's about it. But there's never been like no hate from me towards them. Like I never came out in the video saying I hate them or, you know, whatever. It's like I might not like their videos about me, but that doesn't mean that I hate them as an individual. So, or as a group or a community, whatever they want to call themselves. Like, I don't hate these guys. I just, honestly, I'd rather just be left alone so I could just get back to, you know, entertaining my fans and stuff like I've been wanting to do and things. So, but yeah, for like past 4 years, they've been trying to, like, I guess get me to focus on them like 24/7. And I'm like, bruh, like, y'all, if y'all want to be like a hateful community, okay, do that. But like, leave me out of it. I don't want to be a part of it whatsoever. I'm like, I'm here to make reaction videos, gaming videos. I'm here to make all the videos that I want to put my mind to. But I'm like, all the like hating and drama and all of that, like, no, I'm not here for that. You know, when I remember creating my YouTube channel back in 2010, like, I never, you know, thought of, like, starting drama or hate. And then when I started taking YouTube serious in 2015, like, I never started thinking about drama or hate. You know, I was just all like, and that stuff was going on. Like mainly in 2015, not so much in 2010. But, yeah, like, 2015, like, that hate drama, like, people was getting views off of that. But I was like, nah, like, I'll like react to it, you know, I'll just add some comedy to it, but I'm not going to, you know, find just a random person and just start hating on them and start beefing with them and stuff. So anyways, but so to explain to you guys what's been going on, so let's start off with today. So earlier this morning, I was getting like comments from this community of like, you know, people that's hating on me, saying that I raided their Discord server and was like sending them like gory like videos or photos or some stuff like that. And I think they were saying photos, but because I remember they tried saying this about me a while ago, saying I sent them gory photos. So I think it was videos, photos, whichever. But anyways, they said I was sending them gory stuff. And here's just a little fact about me. I hate all things. Now, this is one thing I do hate. I hate all things gory. Like, if it's fake gory, like, if it's, like, Walking Dead, like a zombie getting their head chopped off, I know that it's fake. So I'm like, I'm not tripping. It's just some digitally animated or it's just some mannequin with some fake blood inside of it. So I know that. But if it's, like, a cartel video, or if it's a terrorist video, or if it's a video and somebody in Chicago getting shot, I hate all videos like Chicago, Compton. I hate videos of people getting shot, killed, stabbed, heads chopped off. Like, I'm saying, I've seen some crazy stuff and I hate all things that's like that. That's why I'm like, websites like 4chan. I think there's this one website that I remember a friend, because there's a friend I went to school with, he told me about like 4chan. I think there's this one website called Best Gore, and they just show nothing but gory things. And I'm like, and that's the thing, I've unfriended people that that I was friends with, that I like grew up with, like because of them sharing like gory stuff, and I'm like, no, that ain't sliding. So I'm like, I unfriend people, and if they try to add me, I just decline it, because I'm like, nah, you out here showing like gory stuff, I'm not friends with you to see that. I'm friends with you if you go and be sharing some memes or some funny videos or something. That's the only thing that I really look forward to when I go onto the internet. I don't look to find gory things. I'm like, I hate that type of stuff. I don't like it. So my thing is like, why, if I don't like that, if I don't even like looking at that type of stuff, I avoid it at all costs. Why would I send that to somebody? If I know I don't like it, then I know other people are really not going to like it. And if they do like that type of stuff, then they're weirdos. Now, they're seriously like psychopaths. I hate those type of videos. And no, and there's been times where I'm like, there's been like people that I follow where they'll show, because they'll be like a vegan or a vegetarian or some stuff like that, and they'll share like videos of animals getting killed. I'm like, look, from animals to people, any of that stuff, I don't like it. Not at all. All right. So I'd message people and I let them know like, hey, I understand like you trying to like prove a point here with your like, your whole vegan lifestyle, but you gonna have to find another way of like coming across like, or like telling people about that lifestyle. But showing videos of pigs getting hit across the head, or chickens, like, I'm like, I'm not here for all that. I'm not. I'm like, I ain't follow you for that reason. I followed you because you're my friend. I followed you because I'm a fan of the other stuff that you posted, not this stuff. I try to avoid that at all costs. But yeah, I just don't understand, why would I send them that type of stuff if I don't like even looking at it. So, and then they trying to say that I sent out a fan to send them that stuff. I'm like, I've said that in previous videos, and I'm saying it now to any of my fans. I don't need you guys to fight my battles. If I get into some drama, if I get into some beef, it is my drama, it is my beef. I do not want you guys to be a part of it. The only thing that I want you guys to do is to watch any like videos that you subscribe to me for. So if you subscribe to me for the Rainbow Six Siege videos, watch those videos. But any beef, any drama, any of that stuff, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you want to like show your support for me, do that. But going out of your way to go spread hate, dislike their videos, do anything that they've done to me, don't do it. You ain't got to be racist to them. You don't got to dislike their videos. You ain't got to leave hate comments. You ain't got to make videos about them. You guys did not subscribe to me for that reason. You guys subscribed to me to watch my Rainbow Six Siege videos or any other videos I've uploaded. So I don't need you guys to fight my battles or any of that stuff. Y'all didn't subscribe to me. If you guys subscribe to me for that reason, unsubscribe to me. I don't need y'all to fight my battles. All I need for you guys is just support the growth of my channels. So that's it. That's all that I need from you guys. So anyways, and then yesterday, so I had uploaded a few videos like early in the morning, and they got rated with dislikes. So I know who's behind that. It's this guy on Twitter. He's like a massive stalker of me. Like, I'm telling you, this guy, he has a whole Twitter account dedicated to me, and it's really weird. It's really weird. Like, before he put it on private, I seen some of the stuff that he posted, and this dude would literally talk about everything that I had posted. Everything that I posted. And then then another thing, it's like he thinks that he has like that right to do that. Like, he's like calling me by my like real name and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, I don't really like care, but it's like he's making it seem like that he has that power. Like he's accomplishing something by calling me by my real name. It's like, nah, bro, you just coming off as a weirdo. He has 3 Twitter accounts, 2 YouTube channels, all dedicated to me. He might talk about other stuff, but all dedicated to me. And I'm like, bruh, I don't understand this type of behavior. Who carries on like this because of some YouTube videos? Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. But anyways, but yeah, that was him. And if you've heard like previous podcast episodes that I've posted of me talking about like a racist Twitter hater, that was the guy. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you can most likely, it's not this last post. So there was this last post that I made about some racist comments that I received on Instagram. That was old. That was like from 5 years ago. But it's of this guy. Hold on, let me pull it up and then tell you guys the name It was a, hold on for a second. Well, the guy's name is like the like Vanger or something like that. But it was like off of this account called Kasutop's Gaming, and he was like, yeah, calling me the N word, saying that I deserve a noose. What else did he? Oh yeah, then we had kind of got into it, and then I told him, I'm like, yo, there's like far more things to worry about rather than hating on my videos and stuff that I post on social media. Like, let's talk on something a little bit more serious, like the Breonna Taylor and George Floyd situation. His response to that was that he doesn't care for those situations, and I'm like, that it's that type of behavior. I'm like, if my kid were to act like that, I probably would like slap him across the face. I'm like, there are far more worse things in this world to worry about than some people that you don't like on YouTube. Like, if you don't like me, and I've said this numerous times before, stop coming back to my channel. Stop watching my videos. Stop listening to my podcast. Don't involve me in your life whatsoever. If you hate me that bad, you would think you would try to avoid me at all costs. Let me just give you guys a little example of what to do in a situation like that. If you don't like a commercial, what do? You turn the channel. If you don't like a song, what do? You go to another song, or you just, go to another song. If you don't like a food, do you continue on eating that food? No, you throw the food away. Same with the drink. Same with anything in this world. But why is it different for a YouTuber? Why can't people just be like, oh, I don't like this YouTuber, so I'm not going to come back to his channel? I'm saying, like, no disrespect to James Charles, but I don't really care for his videos. But you don't see me going to his channel saying, hey, stop uploading videos, kill yourself, you're the N-word, you're this, you're that. Like, do you see how dumb that stuff just sounds like? Nobody cares. He has fans that like his content. So my thing is like, okay, well, he has a steady fan base. People like his videos. I don't like his videos. I don't really care for his videos. So what am I going to do about that? What am I going to do about that solution? I'm going to watch YouTubers that I like. And it's funny, so to speak on the like previous, like, what's been going on for like the 4 years. So and I'm going to like discuss everything. But anyways, so 4 years ago, I uploaded this video titled Defending Reactors. And there was this one guy out of this like whole like hate community that was attacking me named Just a Robot. He's like the head leader of the community. So he made a response to that video. And then I responded to his video, and I'm just all like, like, nobody really cares. I'm like, what you think, like, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. And yeah, for some reason, that's when the whole thing started, where they kept saying that that's an invalid argument. I'm like, how is that an invalid argument? Somebody explain to me, how is avoiding something an invalid argument? I don't understand that. Somebody's gonna have to explain that to me in like a simple term, because I don't understand. Like, so if you don't like your body being on fire, so you like cuss the fire out, like what do you do in a situation like that? And it's funny, like, every time I remember at my old job, when people when they would like look my name up and stuff, that's like one of the first things that they would see. It'd be like, yo, why do you get all this hate? Because it's people that actually know me, people that actually know that it's like, you get all this hate, but you're not a hateful person. Like, you're one of the nicest people that I've ever met, and you're getting all this hate on YouTube for what? Why? And that was like the number one thing that people will bring up or say to me, is like, why do they continue watching your videos if they don't like them? I don't know. I'm like, that was my answer every single time. I was like, I don't know. Like, these guys they hate my videos that much, they gotta keep continuously coming back to them over and over and over again. I'm like, bro, it just got to a point where I'm like, this is something deeper than hate. Like, I'm like, nah, nobody don't carry on like this because they don't like a person's reaction videos. And I'm like, that's overall what this is all about. So yeah, to explain that to you guys, like back like 2015, 2016, I don't know if it was going on in 2014, but it was mainly in 2015 and 2016, especially 2015, because that's when reaction videos had really started blowing up. And I had to say, like, the hatred towards reaction videos kind of started dying off maybe like 2017 or maybe 2018, because that's when all the bigger YouTubers had started doing reaction videos. So yeah, people was hating on reaction videos, And I seen it. I was just like, and it was crazy because I'm like, you would think like all of that hate, why would you get involved in reaction videos, TMossBoss? Why would you make reaction videos seeing all of this hate? Because I like the videos. I do. I'm like, I didn't hate the videos. That was other people that hate the videos. So I'm like, yo, I like these videos. They're funny. I got characters. So I'm going to overall just, start doing them myself. And I did. Now look at me. It was before, I had to say before I was doing reaction videos, because it was like, I wasn't really getting noticed when it came to YouTube. And so I remember I started doing reaction videos, and then there was this one big YouTuber, he shouted me out. More so because I remember he was, I think I reacted to one of his videos, and then he was also, dealing with the hater and stuff, and I remember I made a video saying, like, to whoever that hater is, like, pretty much saying, like, like, there's no legitimate reason why you're hating on this guy. You're hating on this guy because he was like, he was doing reaction videos at the time, too, the YouTuber that shouted me out, but he, like, disappeared. He doesn't even, I don't even think he does videos anymore. Last I seen, I was like, that guy, yeah, because I looked his name up. I was just like wanting to see how he was doing. But he uploaded a video 2 weeks ago. Okay. So he still does stuff. Okay. I was like, but yeah, for the longest, I was like, I hadn't really seen no videos of him. And so, anyways, but yeah, he shouted me out, helped me out and things, and I was helping him like deal with this hater. But like, it blew my channel up. Like, he helped me out with that and stuff. So it was this his name was Ask a Gangsta, and I remember I did a shout out video. So it was like, shout out to Ask a Gangsta. Video blew up. He showed me some love. I showed him some love back. And then from there, I just was doing a bunch of different reaction videos. And I remember reacting to McJuggernuggets. He was supportive. He was very supportive of the reaction community, because I remember when he ended off like his like Psycho Dad and Psycho Son series. He involved one of my reaction into like a documentary that he did. So he did like this documentary, and at the very end of the documentary, he had like all these different reactions videos, and he had one of my videos up there. So I was like, I'd seen that. I was like, that was kind of a shout out itself. And then who else? Oh, and then the Rainbow Six Siege community. All of the love and support that they've shown me. So I'm like, yeah, people like reaction videos, and I don't know why it was such a problem to them, like on why people did, but yeah, when people like their thing was the opposite. If they like the videos, then they would try to convince you on why you shouldn't like the videos. But if they didn't like the videos, then they would continue watching them. So they'll tell people that like the videos, stop watching these videos, but then they will continue watching the videos themselves. I'm like, that's some hypocritical stuff. I don't understand that behavior at all. But anyways, but yeah, the beef, it kept going on from there. And then I remember Just a Robot, he wanted to like help me out with my videos, but I was like, I don't need your help. Then I remember he threw a fit, and I was just kind of like making fun of him over throwing a fit. I'm like, bro, look at yourself right now. You're throwing a fit in my comment sections because I don't need you involved into my YouTube life, into my YouTube career. Like, you got your own thing. Worry about that. You ain't got to worry about me. And every time when the beef had started between us, it was always because he would go out his way, leave some old crazy comment or make some old crazy video about me. I never went out of my way to make a video about him unless I was defending myself. Other than that, there was never a time where I was just like, oh, let me just make a video about Just a Robot real quick. I can care less about him, his fans, everybody. I came here to entertain people. That was it. But anyways, so I remember, yeah, it was like probably December. I remember when he came to my channel to like offer me some assistance. I'm like, bro, I don't need your help. Never did, never will. Threw a fit, and then I made a video about it. Then he played victim, gave off his like best Academy Award winning performance. And then, yeah, I think it was some fans of his had noticed that, and then overall was just really took over his side and stuff. And then, was just disliking my videos for like 4 years straight. And I'm telling you, like, every video that I uploaded from like the end of 2016 all the way up until like maybe March or April of this year, it was just rated with dislikes. So every time when I upload a video, there was never a time where I can like just like, get away with it, or like, get away from it and stuff, and just, they disappear. Like, and then that was the thing. You would think like after 4 years, like you would think after like a few months or something like that, it'd be done and over with. But they would take, like, I'll come out in the video and be defending myself. They'll take things that I said out of context, make some old big video about it, And then then they just kept doing that. And I think at one point in time they was running out of ideas. So then they just started setting me up for failure. Now with one situation, I was like, there wasn't nothing stopping that situation. But and I'll get on that. But and that's what they were like trying to talk about like early this morning. They were trying to like add it to it and stuff. On me trying to say that also like with me rating their servers, there was another separate situation. But anyways, so there was the one thing that had happened where they tried to say that I ignored a suicidal person. That's not true. I never ignore anybody suicidal. In fact, you can contact any of my friends. The main way we most likely, especially like a lot of my recent friends, the main way we became friends is because me reaching out to them in a troubling time. I'm always there for people, and I never will, and never and you could go through all my videos. I have never ever joked about suicide. That is something that I will never ever joke about. That's something that I don't ignore. I'm telling you, I just made this video not too long ago talking on the one XXX Tentacion, his ex-girlfriend, Geneva Ayala or something like that. But she had posted this video where it raised some concerns for me. And I don't know, where she was like in state of mind and stuff, but it left me a little worried. I'm like, I don't want to read an article saying that, oh, she done killed herself. So I reached out. I made a video. I did everything possible I could. And eventually she did see the video. And she was all like, letting me know like she appreciates like me, reaching out and stuff and checking up on her. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't like that stuff. I don't like hearing about suicide. Not at all. So that's what I'm like, when they tried to tie me in this situation saying that I ignored it. So to explain that, so what happened? So the girl, she reached out to me while I was at work. So I'm trying to ring up all these different people, but then she's blowing up my phone saying I'm feeling suicidal. So when I did have some free time, I reached out to her and was just like, yo, what's the problem? And then she's still just like spamming the tweets just saying, I'm suicidal, I'm suicidal. I'm like, okay, I understand that, but what's going on? Like, why are you feeling suicidal? So whatever her problem is, like, I can give her some advice on the situation and help her out. But she just kept saying, I'm feeling suicidal. So I'm like, look, either tell me what's going on or stop tweeting. But I'm like, you have to tell a person like what's going on. She just kept saying it over and over and over again. So I'm like, look, stop tweeting me because you are not telling me what's going on. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, yeah, I just gave up on the situation because I'm like, I tried helping, but she overall just kept spamming the same thing over and over again. So I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to help somebody if they're not going to be responsive. So, if you respond to what a person is saying, then they can help you or they can give you some advice on the situation. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that information? I'm feeling suicidal. Well, stop feeling suicidal. Yeah, that's really going to help a person when they're feeling suicidal. That's what I'm like, I just didn't understand that. But anyways, then maybe a few weeks later, ended up becoming the video. And then, then it ended up more people was making videos on it and stuff. So they were just honestly just using that situation for views. And I came out defending myself, same thing that I said now. I said it then and was like, I tried helping the girl out, but she wasn't being responsive. So what am I supposed to do in a situation like that? That's one thing that nobody had answered. I'm like, what are you supposed to? So if a person, putting yourself in my shoes, person saying that they're feeling suicidal and you're asking them why and they're not telling you why, what are you supposed to do? That's what I'm like. And my thing is, I know people are trying to say oh, maybe you should have recommended a hotline to call. No, she should have been calling the hotline in the first place. You're picking out, there are hundreds of thousands of tweets being tweeted out. And then all of a sudden you find me. I don't help you. And then somehow the people that have been beefing with me for what? That happened 2 years ago. So at the time being, so it's 2018. So I'm like, the people that have been beefing with me for 2 years already, they somehow acquire that information and they make videos on it. Really? And then the only people, I don't know whether they were trying to get that video to be promoted on Drama Alert, but I'm like, look, if it would have been promoted on Drama Alert, I would have definitely reached out to Keemstar and said, I need my interview. I need my interview to explain myself. So if the whole world's gonna hear their story, the whole world is gonna hear my story. So that's what I'm like. I'm not with. And then the crazy thing about it, and that's why I believe that person wasn't really suicidal. That they were just only doing it for just to get a YouTube video or just to find a reason to continue on hating on me. Not too long after that, another person reaches out to me, giving me the same situations, kept saying. So at that point, I'm like, started tweeting them back like saying, why are you feeling suicidal? And then eventually they told me like, oh, it was because I bullied some kids in school. So I'm like, okay, well, reach out to them and ask them, or like, you know, and apologize. There's like, it's not that easy. I'm like, what do you mean it's not that easy? Go get your yearbook, figure out the kids' names, reach out to them on social media, and they're trying to come up with every excuse. So at this point, me and that person was just going back and forth. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, wait a second. Let me see something real quick. I started looking through the people that they were following. They were following Just a Robot, and then another person I was beefing with in the situation. So I asked them, why are you following them two? And they was like, I don't have to answer that question. From that point on, I knew that that whole suicidal girl situation and the situation I was in at the time was fake. Nobody, and I'm like, the fact that people would joke around with suicide like that just so they could get a YouTube video out of somebody, I'm like, that's some low stuff. That is some serious, serious low stuff. And I'm like, I would never ever be a person like that on YouTube. And then the other situation where I say that I did take a responsibility for it, but one would think like the situation would have been done and over with after I apologized, but no, they still wanted to milk that situation too. So there is this another person. So he was like a fan turned hater. I remember he like reacted to one of my videos and he seemed pretty chill. And then he came out with this video like yelling in the backseat of a car about that situation with the suicidal girl. And so I explained myself once again and he wasn't hearing it. So so it was him and there was a bunch of other people. They just kept like attacking my channel over and over and over again. So that's when I started this series where I was like roasting the haters for an odd amount of minutes. And I did one video where it was like roasting the hater for like 23 or 26 minutes or something like that. And so he was in the video, the guy, because the guy's name was Joshua. So I roasted him in the video and just pretty much went to his channel, clicked on some random videos, started roasting them. So one of the videos actually turned out to be a tribute video for his mom that had just passed away. So I did feel bad about that situation. Don't get me wrong. I really did feel bad about that because I was like, you know, that was a like emotional moment for you and things. I did not know that at the time. So I apologize. Do you accept my apology? That's all that I'm trying to hear. I ain't trying to hear no other extra stuff. Do you accept my apology, yes or no? So I think he did accept it, but him and a bunch of other people was still milking the situation for views. So he was still talking about it. He was even helping other people edit videos and put them together talking about his dead mom. I'm like, are you what? So and then when I had talked about it, oh, TMossBoss, stop talking about it. He's trying to mourn. You're not letting him mourn his mom's death, and you keep talking about it. I'm like, this dude is sitting here helping people put videos together talking about his dead mom, and all of a sudden it's a problem when I do it. Nah, that's why I was like, at that point I was like, okay, well, he doesn't care, so I'm not gonna care. Rest in peace to his mom, but I'm like, yeah, he just has like a don't care attitude for the situation. So that's why I was like, nah, I'm not gonna give this any more attention. So from time to time I would talk about it, but I was more so focused on myself. I was more so focused on the bigger picture of YouTube. There was people that I had met in life that I was like, I really want to help them out with their dreams and goals and stuff. So I just dropped like all focus on them, gave YouTube like my 100% focus, like what content that I can provide to people. So that's when I created my podcast. That's when I started creating my 20 YouTube channels. Or actually 19, because I already had like a channel in use and things. So I started creating YouTube channels, started coming out with a bunch of different content, getting involved on like social media, like stepping out of my comfort zone of videos. And I just dropped everything that was going on with them, because I'm like, I'm not going to spend my days on YouTube beefing with them and stuff. So that's why I was like, I didn't come on to YouTube for that reason. I came on here to entertain people. So then pretty much the beef has stopped up until yesterday and today, and I was like, bruh, I just can't catch no break. Like, I just try to move on, and then these guys still want to just keep the situation alive. Like, I hadn't talked about these guys. The only person I had to say I talked about was that racist Twitter dude, and that was it. But everyone else, I was like, I didn't mention them. I didn't say anything about them. So I'm just saying, be aware if any videos get uploaded of me and stuff, and you start seeing a bunch of dislikes and hate comments and all that. All I ask from you guys is to just leave positive comments on my channel. Don't go to their channel. Don't dislike their videos. Don't leave no comments. None of that. Stay on my channel and my channel only. Like my videos. Leave positive, loving comments. and we can carry on, all right? Because I'm like, at this point, I've explained myself 100 million times in the same way in every single time. So I'm like, I'm done with that. I don't want to talk about it no more. You know, like if people ask to copy this, like save this podcast episode and just send it out to a person, because I'm like, bruh, I am just done talking about this. Like, I am trying to move on. I am trying to be a better person. And yeah, overall, like, I'm like, you know, you can't really do that when you just keep getting sucked into some old situations. So I'm like, in my eyes, the hate and the beef, it all stopped. So I'm like, I'm moving on. So, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service. If you're buying any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you guys use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off your first purchase. And I also, I'm in like a partnership thing with Vecilo, which sells like gear, like sneakers and other stuff. So go check them out. There's an ad on my YouTube channel promoting some of their gear. And I also have a referral link in the description of that video, the ad video, and in the recent videos on my gaming channel, TMossBoss Gaming, and on my main channel, TMossBoss. And you can check out also promo code TMossBoss, and it'll knock 10% off in any purchases that you guys make on that website. So, anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.